Hey, y'all, Elise Smith here, and welcome to the Socially Awesome Podcast, where we empower mompreneurs to implement simple social media strategies into their businesses and elevate their online presence. I'm a mompreneur of three, an affiliate marketer, a network marketer, an influencer, a social media marketing agency owner, and your personal guru. I am here to give you tips, tricks, and tools that you need to build your social media business. Let's dive in. What's up, y'all? Elise Smith here, back with the Socially Awesome Podcast, and I am so excited to be bringing you a guest today, Miss Helen Thacker. And I want to tell you a little bit about Helen before we dive into the questions, because I'm super excited to share with you a lot about what she does to help network marketers find extra income and grow their businesses to six figures. So Helen is she's full-time in network marketing. She's been that way for about 3.5 years. So she's been building this business for a while. And she is growing, supporting her team by focusing on coaching her network marketers to find extra streams of income. So specifically, things that help them build their businesses to six figures. So work aside, she's a mom to 2 boys. She's selling sunset, super fan. She's a fitness junkie. She's passionate about traveling, which they tend to do as a family. And she loves amazing food, red wine, and champagne. Can you not relate? Yes, that's my jam. Wine's my jam, Helen. So we're on the same page. I want you to go ahead and just tell everybody a little bit about what you're going to talk about today, and I'm going to jump straight into interviewing you after.
Oh, thank you, Elise. Thanks for the great intro. Yeah, we are on the same page for sure. So you explained my world completely. So I am so passionate about helping women to make money and being unapologetically just stating to the world that they want that success. They are allowed to aim for the 6 to 7 figure income. And I think there's this big, dialogue at the moment in the world, which is that you have to be a really nice person. If you are not, if you're wanting to earn that 6, 7 figure income, you have to put the niceness aside. And I'm here to say that absolutely not. You can be fire, you can have that ambition and drive and still want to give value and help and have this purpose and passion, this mission. So that is what I'm all about. And particularly with network marketers, I am here like busting the myths, because I want to be that person that says there is a different way to do this industry, a way that allows you to make a lot of money by thinking outside the box and helping you to create, different streams of income. So I'm all about helping women to be successful. We all know how hard it is.
I love that. So you mentioned that, you said helping people find a better way. So tell me about your background a little bit in network marketing. Was there a time where you were told to do things you weren't comfortable with? Like a better way of what?
Oh my goodness, okay, how long have we got? So honestly, I just want to start by saying I am in love with this industry, and there is so much good stuff going on. But equally, there is so much stuff that is not led with integrity, where there's lack of support. And there are just these old school dinosaur ways where we've got all these people being taught different ways to run their businesses by uplines who had success like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. They built their businesses in an entirely different way. They got the success in a way that is not relevant to 2022. And I also want to make this industry really normal. So I want to make really honestly so passionate about making sure that people do it right so that it becomes like a normal business option for people. So they don't think, oh, it's this weird thing like this network marketing, social selling, whatever you want to call it. And it just becomes something that people look at genuinely and go, yeah, this is something that I could do. So lots and lots of examples. Like, for example, like my biggest thing is the false hope. I think in this industry, we get so much false hope and false positivity. And we get told to kind of come in here and pretend that everything is okay all the time. If you dare sort of speak up and say that there is an issue or there's any form of negativity, it's like, oh my God, your business is going to fail. We have this kind of air of we have to keep everything with a smile on our face. And it's so not true, because like any business, it's going to have challenges, it's going to have ups and downs. And I also think that there is this whole kind of story around, if you keep going, just one more person, just one more message, one person can change your business. Yeah, they can, but you need to keep working, and it is not that simple. And it is about really kind of giving people a realistic view of what is possible in this industry. It is an incredible industry. It gives you the most significant personal development journey of my life has been whilst I've been working in network marketing. It's given me a life where I can choose how I run my day. It's like where I work from. We've just come back from spending a whole summer, 6 weeks in the US. All those things that I've had because of this industry. But at the same time, there is this dose of realism about what it takes to be one of those top 1%ers, 2%ers. And I think really right now it's about being smart and savvy and building something alongside that will help you get there, but which also complements your growth of your business. And it's like, I don't know, there are so many things like that I really, really am passionate about changing. Things like the belief that we have over our business it becomes more important than the actions that we take. I've been told in the past, by uplines that just believe. And it's like, no, it's not good enough. You have to do the work. It's not just about the belief. It's no, there's no good like wishing on the sun and the moon and the stars. You have to put the work in. And it's just being honest with people. And that's my big thing, being completely honest. And the other side of it is the support. And I think there is a massive lack of support in this industry. We get told not to become like a therapist to our team, not to help them in times of personal crisis. And I take my responsibilities as a leader so seriously. I want to help my team so much. I want to help them through the difficult times in life and give them that time. And it's so important. And I just feel like supporting your team as much as you can, obviously you've got to set boundaries, is something that is not always present. And I just really want to encourage people when they come into the industry that they see all of this and then they act on it. And that's the incredible person that they become. And that's going to give them the success as well. So yeah, rant over, sorry.
No, you hit on so many points that I also believe in. And I love hearing it from someone else. You touched a little bit on, we're often told fake it till you make it, and I don't think that attracts people to us sometimes, because if people don't have that belief yet, or they haven't developed that confidence yet, me faking it to them is not building that trust with them. So I think you really hit the nail on the head there. And two, I love that you said being authentic, because I'm a very bold person. I have a very type A personality. And I think my audience likes that, because they're so used to people putting only the pretty things on social. And they're so used to people not networking on social, only making social about, oh, this is the beautiful thing. And of course, I only mention social because that's a huge way we're building our businesses these days. That's how you and I met. So you mentioned, you took a summer in the US, and I'm sure my audience can tell by the accent, but tell me where you're from. I did not even mention that.
Cool.
Most of my listeners are in the US right now, but tell me where you're from.
So yeah, I am from the UK. I'm in England in a place called Leicestershire, which is just the worst word to spell ever. And it's just no one could ever say it properly, which is cool. But yes, I mean, my audience, my business is over 9 countries. I have a lot of business over in the US, and yeah, my heart is absolutely over there, particularly New Hampshire. That's where kind of we love. So yeah, but you're right about this whole really being vulnerable on social media and showing yourself, because what is the point of presenting things in a certain way and then people join your team and then they realize that the reality is so different? I mean, that's just going to drive people away. It's going to really not gain any sort of trust whatsoever. And it is just like honesty, integrity. It's so important. And particularly when it comes to earning money as well, I think, you've got to be smart and encourage your team to go out there. I wish people would do this more, and to stop being scared of your team going out there and doing other things that help grow their income. Support them to do that. And then those things will help grow their own network marketing businesses, and it's a win-win. And I just feel like it's just been more real. That's what it is. That's the bottom line.
So what are some things that because you obviously have a large team if they're in multiple countries, what are some things that you encourage your team to do to drive extra income? Because just like all sales, I worked in the quick service industry, food sales go down during a certain period of the year. People tend to see a downward trend in the summer. That doesn't mean always. And if you're still working your business, it still can be consistent. But what do you encourage your team to do aside from network marketing that complements their business so they're not confusing their audience? What are some of the examples of that?
So amazing. There's kind of two things. So this is what I coach as well. So not just with my team, but as a network marketing coach, this is what I help people to do. First thing, and this is so important, is go and get some coaching and personal development. Like if you're not investing, and I'm sure you would agree, Elise, if you are not investing in yourself, time-wise or money-wise, you are going to stay at that same level. Like you cannot do this on your own. When you're coming into something, you need a whole bunch of skills. You need to learn things like confidence. You need to go out there, make mistakes, put yourself amongst people who are above you in terms of their talents, their experience, their expertise, and learn from them. Be amongst the people where you feel like the dumbest person in the room. And that's so important. Like every time I've invested in a coach or I spent time, learning, my business has exploded. So that's the first thing. But generally, in terms of income, is creating, setting people up with email funnels. So they've got an amazing lead magnet, something they're going to give away, which is great value, helping them to come up with something that is like a no-brainer for people to click on. Like, I need that. It's like a killer lead magnet, killer freebie. They get that for free. Create an email funnel and start creating a community. So it's helping people to build a community. And then it's creating any sort of digital products, anything that they can sell, something that they can sell their knowledge on. And it doesn't have to be, and usually is not, a network marketing. So you don't have to be like a network marketing coach or anything like that. Anything where you have a skill, whether it's a hobby or an area of something you feel passionate about. Business, could be sports, it could be anything. Could be something you've had as a previous job, like maybe you're a fitness instructor. Go and sell that product, go and sell that knowledge through digital courses, evergreen products that you can continue to sell in your sleep. People will just click on and buy. And there are so many different things. You can do group coaching, you can do one-to-one coaching, a whole host of different things. But it's creating like that authority in the area that you feel most confident and most passionate about talking about. And within that, you can attach your opportunity, you can attach your products. But the key is, the whole thing here is building relationships with people. So they get to know you, they get to trust you, and then you can start introducing them to your world. So even if you were to pick something that is so outside of network marketing, for example, say you want to be like helping people to create amazing wedding cake designs from home. That's not perhaps going to be anything to do with your network marketing company, but you're going to have a conversation with a whole load of business women who want to create something from home. And then you can introduce them to your opportunity as well over time. Okay. So it's really finding something that you are an expert in or you feel confident in, teaching people how to get confident in that skill, and then how to actually physically put that together, what that could be, and how that then feeds into like new business builders or new customers coming into their business. And so it's just the most perfect storm. And you benefit income-wise in all ways from all those different things you've got going on. There are lots of ways you can earn income, affiliates, and it's just about being smart, especially in 2022.
Absolutely. And that's what that was going to be my next question. So how we talked a little bit about, a lot of the 1% and 2%ers built their businesses 10, 15 years ago, depending on how old their company might be. But the way you have to work this business is forever changing, weekly, monthly, yearly.
Oh, yeah.
What changes have you seen? Because of course the pandemic is hot topic all the time. So what changes have you seen in the way you have to work your business and the way you can work your business? Yeah. Now that people have realized,
You don't have to necessarily be in people's homes to have parties. You don't necessarily have to do, there is opportunity all the way across the pond. How have you seen change in the last 2 to 3 years?
It's a great question. So much change. It's been like a complete roller coaster. So we all went into panic, like, oh my goodness, we can't do the at-home parties. What are we going to do if we can't actually physically put the products into people's hands? What are we going to do? So then everyone went online and they realized suddenly, wow, this is so much easier. I don't have to travel to anyone's homes. I can just work from home. It's so much more efficient, and I'm still running an incredible business. And then everyone started joining because it was like, yes, I can do this too. It's so easy. We were stuck at home. People needed the income. Perhaps they'd lost jobs or whatever. They had they'd had their pay cut. So there was a big influx of people joining the industry thinking, yeah, I want to do this too now. I can see how this works in the current climate. And we're coming out of that the other side where, we're going into this period of time where people are now at the other end of the scale, and it's starting to drop off a bit, and their network marketing businesses are not growing as quickly as they were. So they've had that peak and now it's either slowing down or it's declining. And they're like, what do I do now? So it's kind of, this is where we get smart, and especially with the economy right now. And this is why we look at those other multiple streams of income, which are just so smart, so slick, so efficient, along with what else you've got going on. But yeah, social media is always a constant changing thing. You know all about that as well. At least that's your area of expertise. But people are more open to doing things online. They're more open to seeing Instagram, TikTok as a business platform, and I just think that's amazing. I love it. It's there for the taking for all of us, and I just think there's never been a better time to create some form of digital business, online business. How amazing is it that from our phones we can run, literally from our phones, we can run 6-figure, 7-figure businesses all over the world. There's never been a better time for this. It's just insane.
And companies are aligning with that, because I very often, I dabble a little bit in affiliate marketing, especially when it is something that I personally use and I have a personal testimony. You and I talked about StreamYard before this. I'm a StreamYard affiliate. And that just made sense for me, because I'm going to recommend it to other females in my industry. I might as well be an affiliate. And it's crazy because there's only been maybe 2 companies that I've looked on their website that are platforms or programs that I currently use that don't have an affiliate program. Yeah. And that is a very cool stream of income too, because it's extremely passive. I share it with someone. So I love that companies are starting to reward customers for having that online audience as well. And I think it encourages people to build their audience. So tell me, where do you find your drive to not give up? Because you just talked about, people are starting to see a decline and they're getting discouraged. And this is where that consistency comes in. Consistency is king. Where do you find your drive to continue pushing, even after you've built something with a team, but your team might not have the vision you have? How do you keep pushing?
Yeah, I never give up. I just never give up on anything. I just never have. I'm like a dog with a bone. I'm like, no, if I'm going to get something, I'm going to get it. I think it comes from, personally, it comes from an experience in like my past, which is, my childhood growing up not being seen and not being heard. And I'm like, suddenly as an adult, I'm like, I'm here. I want to do something, I want to be somebody. I want to make an impact, and I will not give up. I never, ever will. And I think if you have big goals and you have things you want to achieve in life, I have an amazing family. I want to do things for them. I want to make them so proud. And you have a reason behind why you do it. I'm not going to stop. And you really have to reach deep down and work out where you get this drive from. I think if anyone's looking for that, what is it that's pushing you? Sometimes it's a push, sometimes it's a pull. Like, are you pushing away from a past bad experience, or you've been pulled to achieve something like a goal, like you want the house, the car, the speedboat, whatever it is, the amazing holidays, experiences, whatever that is. But I think great routine, great habits go so far. And yeah, just always wanting to improve and better yourself. You and I both love learning. We love to improve ourselves, personal development, that kind of thing. it's just constantly being a better person. Why would we stay still? Why would we want to just be like at this level? You know, want to go out, make an impact in the world and share all of that with other incredible women and help them to do that too. So yeah, that's the passion. That's definitely.
Absolutely. Well, Helen, I think I am done. I am done grilling you, unless there's anything that you would like to say, or anything that you would like my listeners to know about that they could get value from you. Do you have a website, or you want to throw your social tag in? My audience is all about learning from multiple people.
Thank you. I'm always open to just send me a DM, just chat. I love to connect. This is the whole thing that I drill into my team and everywhere. I'm a real relationship person, that's where I love to be. So send me a DM. I'm on Instagram at Helen Thacker, HelenThacker. Just go from there. That's probably the best place to start. But
awesome.
Thank you, Elise.
And I will put your bio and put that your username and how people can DM you in the show notes for anyone that's listening and would like to reach out to Helen, because she has a ton of experience in the industry. And if we decide to release this video, I will put it in the caption. So just know that learning from multiple people is the only way to see growth in this industry. Whether you're in network marketing, affiliate marketing, influencer marketing, any online marketing at all, you can always take something from Helen's experiences and what she has to share. So thank you all so much for listening. As always, episodes are released on Tuesdays and interviews are released on Thursdays. So I will see y'all next week.
Hey, thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I'm Elise Smith, your host, and let me tell you how you can get a free social media audit from me. Make sure that your profile is optimized and you're ready to build. Take a screenshot of you listening to this episode, throw it in your stories and tag me. You can find my handle in the show notes. I will share it to my entire audience, and you will be entered to win one of the 5 free audits that I'll be doing every single month. Number 2, if you found any value out of this episode or any of my episodes at all, please feel free to leave a review. It is the best compliment you can give. Lastly, make sure you check out the link to get into my free community, Socially Awesome Entrepreneurs. It's in the show notes. We go live in there weekly with guest trainings and more. Until next time, make it simple, make it social, and make it awesome.